So Matt, we've done more than 130 shows, and we're in a position, I think, where we can make some informed generalizations. And one I think comes from today's show is not every time, but Matt, week in and week out, we see colleges with a chronic inability to manage expenses as a standalone, and in conjunction with that, to match the revenue to the expenses in any form or fashion. Is that a fair summary from what you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, certainly we're looking from outside in, of course. I can't say for sure that they're mismanaging, but there are some strong indications that that's the case. I mean, usually where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So yeah, I think generally um, more so than in just probably private industry, you've got a mix of incentives at universities where the bottom line is maybe secondary to some like agenda that some folks have or whatever. So expenses can spit out of control really fast. And it's not really obvious that it's a problem until you start doing the benchmarking, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, we're spending that much on
Yeah,
Facebook and Google ads, right? That's not normal.
yeah.
What are our peers doing? Oh, maybe we should try doing that. I mean, this is the kind of conversation we have with clients like every day.
And you heard me talk before that we're in the consolidation phase of higher education. We're in the kind of the closure phase now. But I think evidence like this and other colleges that we have seen, Matt, that haven't done a good job of managing their expenses, that lends itself to logically believe, in my mind anyway, that the merger phase is going to include large mergers, 10, 15 colleges in one, because you can look at these kind of silly expenses compared to
Mhm.
others. And you just made that point. You can't just look at your own data. You've got to look at the comparisons to others. Other college, other funders, whatever source you want to term, are going to look at those expenses and say, hey, we can make this work by cutting the expenses.
Yeah, I don't know if this is too much information, but I know for sure there are schools out there that are run really well, and they're like looking around at schools that they can just, merge with, acquire, and just simply change the
Yeah,
expense structure, right?
yeah,
And here you get all these assets. You take over a school that really didn't have structural problems, it just had budgeting problems, right? And voila, you've like doubled the size of your school and assets for really nothing, right? It's
yeah.